Please, can I be heard? Okay. So wait for a few more minutes so that other people can join in. Welcome everyone. We're still waiting for about 3 more minutes so that more people can join the session. Good evening once again, everybody. So we're going to start now since we already have quite a number of people here. So I want to welcome you all to week 2 of our coach training. Last week, we laid the groundwork for understanding Web3, how blockchain work, how wallets connect us to the world. But this week, we're taking you guys deeper. This week, we're going to be talking more about the engine of Web3, which is crypto and DeFi. For today's session, we are going to be briefing you on what cryptocurrency is, its type, use cases, and how it works. And our speaker is Crypto Priest. I hope it's on this call. Please, Crypto Priest, if you're on the call, can you signify? Please, is it just me, Abby? You're not quite audible.
How about now? Can you hear me clearer?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Welcome, everyone, once again. So we're going to allow Crypto Priest to introduce himself. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and then go straight into our topic for today.
okay. Thank you. Newbie. My name is Emmanuel. Is
Please, we can't hear you well.
okay, 1 minute. How about now? Can you hear me clearer?
It's better.
Okay. My name is Emmanuel, and I'm a marketer and a trader. That's basically what I'll call myself. I've been in the crypto space for going to 5 years now, if not six. So, so I've been here working there. So when I started doing various crypto jobs, trying to learn, you know. So basically, that's who I am. Most people know me as Black Panther or Crypto Priest, anyone. So I think that would be a brief introduction about myself. I've worked with various exchanges, various projects within my 5 years in the crypto space. So basically, that's all about me. Basically, I'm an open. Anyways, our topic for today is what is cryptocurrency? Basically, cryptocurrency, the types, the use case, stuff like that. So, before we start, please, if you can hear me, just probably drop an emoji in the community so that I can know that okay, people are like uh, they can hear me clearly. You know, saying they can hear me clearly. Is it generally that people can't hear me, or
No,
is it
I can
just
hear
me?
you, but your line is kind of cracking. It's not too audible.
I'm trying my possible best now to to come closer to my mic. Sorry. How about now?
Okay, it's better. Please, guys, if you're not
Okay.
here, let's signify in the group.
Please, if you can hear me, just signify in the group that you can hear. I'll try to be more audible to like make my voice more louder so that you can always hear me. So please, if you can hear me clearly, just drop an emoji in the group. I'll try to like increase my voice so that people can hear me clearly. Um, so, like I said, today we're going to be, diving into cryptocurrency, and I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of people already know what cryptocurrency is. We have been talking about cryptocurrency from any small thing. People are already talking about crypto this, crypto that, and stuff like that. So today, we'll be discussing the concepts of cryptocurrency and blockchain, the history of cryptocurrency, the different types of cryptocurrency that we have, how cryptocurrency are used today, their future potential, learning the technology and the economics behind how cryptocurrency operates, basics of digital money, decentralized network, and so on. Talking about all this, might not really, because if we say we should like go into very details, it might take a very long period of time to be able to offer crypto. I don't think crypto has, in my own opinion, I don't think crypto has an end. You just keep learning, you keep learning and learning. So Jeremiah is saying you can hear me. How about now? I hope you can hear me better now because I'm very close to the mic and I'm very audible. So let's go into what we have for today. So what is cryptocurrency? If they ask anybody what cryptocurrency is, most people can't really give you a clear definition of what cryptocurrency is. They just say crypto is when you buy token and you sell it. Basically, you don't really understand. Okay, what is the core concept of cryptocurrency? if we are talking about cryptocurrency, we are talking about cryptocurrency as a digital form of money. So it's more of like your money that is in digital form. You don't have to touch it, feel it, or what. That's just the basic term. It relies on cryptographic techniques to secure transactions and control the creation of units. It's functioning independently of traditional banks or central government, which is one of the major key points of the blockchain technology as a whole. You get my point? So, like cryptocurrency, if they ask you anywhere, cryptocurrency is just basically a digital form of money. And when we are talking about money, money is another thing, another aspect that it will take you another lengthy period of time to actually talk about, okay, what money is, the history of money and the like. So what are the key characteristics of cryptocurrency? It operates decentralized. Centralization basically operates on a peer-to-peer network without intermediaries. That means you can interact, send your crypto to someone, the person can send crypto to you without an intermediary. Because basically, when you see an intermediary, the way the bank system works basically is you send money to someone, they act as the intermediary between you and that person, which makes cryptocurrency much more different. So another key characteristic is digital only. That means it exists only in digital form with no physical coins or notes. You get, so there's nothing like physical or cash Bitcoin or physical Ethereum. So like that's another key characteristic of cryptocurrency. So again, another key characteristic is blockchain based. So all cryptocurrency are majorly on blockchains. They are all blockchain based. All transactions, you are sending money from one peer to another, from one network to another, from one chain to another. It is blockchain based. All transactions are recorded on a public ledger. That means whatever it is that you're looking for, you can find it. Nobody is hiding. Now nobody can say you want to go and actually look for um you want to look for the data of Access Bank. They will not show you their data because all those charges that they're always removing. This one charges, that one charges for this one, card maintenance, beauty maintenance. Get everything they don't be charging for. So like that is one very basic of cryptocurrency. So and another key characteristic is immutable. That means when a record is made, it cannot be changed or deleted basically. So like you can't change or delete it basically because if you are looking at the traditional financial market, one politician can have the connection and they can cook the books, erase things from the database and nobody is going to hold anybody accountable, especially in a country like Africa and Nigeria that we are. There's like very low amount of accountability. So next, so we'll be going into the history of cryptocurrency. And when we are talking about the history of cryptocurrency, if you want to talk about history of cryptocurrency, sometimes you have to divulge into the evolution of money, which how humans started transacting with each other from the trade by barter system, then from there the evolution into coins and finding out that coins were too heavy to be moved around, switching into into paper and stuff like that. That's like the evolution of money basically. But if we are talking about cryptocurrency and digital money, we'll talk about probably the digital cash and the precursors of Bitcoin basically. I think one of the first digital money we had was developed by David Chan, a computer scientist and cryptographer. They introduced the concept of digital cash through a system called eCash in 1983, and it allowed people to make anonymous electronic payments similar to cash using blind signature. These are people that came up with the whole idea. So like Bitcoin was basically not the first to come into play. There were people that were already not happy with the whole, banks dealing with your transaction and everything. But this we also have DigiCash founded by Chum in the 1990s. It was also aiming to provide privacy and security in online transactions. But people didn't accept it that period. I think that was one of the major reasons why DigiCash failed. We also had B Money by Weidai. I think it's a Japanese also in 1998. That was also created for anonymous distribution. Anonymous distributed electronic cash system. That was what we had then. We also had BitGold, created by Nick Szabo. I think a lot of people should know Nick Szabo if you're familiar with the Web3 ecosystem. It was many people have called it the precursor of Bitcoin. He introduced the idea of decentralized ledger and proof of work, basically. So these are some of the early people that came up with the idea of digital money. But acceptance of these things usually take time, before people begin to accept that okay, this thing is actually something that is feasible. It takes a lot of time. So before we now come the to Bitcoin, before Bitcoin was published, the white paper of Bitcoin was published by everybody here knows Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. If you ask anybody who's the creator of Bitcoin, everybody's going to be saying Satoshi. So, but like before then, you should know that okay, these are the things that happened. It was an evolution. People were finding solutions for a general problem about okay, how can we remove the banks from dealing with these issues? You get my point. So these are some of the digital money before Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, the first block of blockchain known as the Genesis block was mined on January 3rd, 2009. Sorry. So like this was the first time Bitcoin was mined. So and Bitcoin like sparked a lot of interest. A lot of people were interested in the whole thing. They were using Bitcoin. I know as early back, I had a friend of mine tell me that okay, even as early as 2010, 2012, he said Bitcoin were on like all these mini games that you could actually get Bitcoin on games. Like you'll be playing games and you'll be having BTC and whatnot. If someone had known now, if I don't know anything I want to do with Bitcoin by that period, but you really can't say how a particular thing is going to evolve. Let's say someone then had already kept maybe like 100 BTC and you had a prediction that okay, this is what's going to happen in the next 20, 30 years from now, and this is what's going to happen. 100 BTC now, if you have 100 BTC, one BTC is over $100,000 as of today. So like, but these are people that were looking for solutions. So the idea of Bitcoin wasn't even all about um making money. It was basically because they were trying to solve a problem. So by 2011, 2015, we had a lot of people that were already into Bitcoin, but Bitcoin had a lot of problems. There's what we call the blockchain trilemma, scalability, being a chain being scalable, interoperable, and also fast, which is the speed. Those are the three the blockchain trilemma. So like there were a lot of issues about Bitcoin being very slow and stuff like that, which brought about the whole idea of altcoins. Altcoins were created to like expand the capabilities and improve on the design of Bitcoin, basically, which led to the creation of many altcoins. We have Ethereum, which Ethereum they introduced smart contracts, allowing developers to build decentralized applications on programmable blockchains. So like Ethereum came into the picture, giving us speed and everything. And one of the major issues they had was the cost of that came with having that much speed. So like over the years we have had people trying to improve on the whole idea that came with digital money that are not having intermediaries deal with their money basically. So by the 20 from like 2020 to present, we have had crypto improve. We have had um, we have had cryptocurrency move beyond technology or like just the whole idea of selling and buying to like mainstream relevance. That means relevance to like actual real world relevance. We have DeFi, decentralized finance. We have platforms like Uniswap and Eve, that allows people to actually borrow, lend without actually trading with banks. So people started coming up with, okay, we could look at blockchain and actually improve, use some of its features for like real life relevance. Okay, you want to borrow money, you want to lend money, the whole interest rate of traditional banking system was like over the roof and things like that. So people came up with NFTs, the whole NFT explosion in 2021, bringing art into blockchain, people were drawing, selling NFTs and stuff like that. So like these are some of the things that came into the picture. We had DAOs, online communities that shared treasury, governance rule, stuff like that. People began to like explore the capabilities of of cryptocurrency and blockchain as a whole. It's now even currently now we have so many institutional adoption. We have Google, Tesla, and many other institutions that are like getting involved with the whole blockchain crypto thing because they are saying, okay, this is the way to go. In the next few years, we'll not have to be dealing with, we have to be transparent, we have to be secure, and like these are things that kept happening. So I hope everyone can still hear me. Please, if you can hear me,
Yes, we
please
can
just
hear
drop an emoji in the group so I can continue from there. So, like I was saying, these were things that people understood the whole idea of digital money and cryptocurrency. So let's go. So now, let's just take a quick run of how the blockchain works. A lot of people really find it difficult to understand the whole idea of how the blockchain works. The blockchain. Think of blockchain. Let's take an example of Google Doc. Because I was trying to use like real life example or real world analogy to explain how it works. Okay, so you think of when you think of blockchain like Google Doc, like when you have access to Google Doc, you can have multiple people like you can make the settings to edit, like every the way just when you look at it like that, you understand how the blockchain works. So like when you do something, maybe someone that you give an a view access, the person can comment on it. These things have timestamps, agreed upon, it's visible to everybody that has access to that particular document. So that's basically the way blockchain works in simple terms. You don't really need to think of it in like very complex. So
Please, I've kept the priest. We're not hearing you.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So so I was talking about The way the blockchain works, I think that's where I was before the network went off. So, like I said, the blockchain is actually very, very simple to understand. When you understand it from that particular aspect, that okay, it's just like you can't hear anything. How about now? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, so I was talking about how the blockchain works. So if you think about the blockchain, like a go up, where you share the link, people can actually see what's going on. More of it like a comparison. The comparison would be basically like scanners. You have your ETH scanners and stuff like that, where you can actually check the transactions on block.
It seems like he's having some network problems, so we'll just give him time to maybe reconnect. For the meantime, please, everyone on this call, kindly take a screenshot of yourself and then drop it on our WhatsApp group with your username. Okay, he's back.
So I was thinking about the consensus mechanism, which is the authority behind the way the blockchain actually functions. So like the traditional banking system have like the central banks and whatnot. But for blockchain you don't have that. You have more of like a central a network agreement. That means everybody must agree for this thing to be like that. That means if the transaction is made, everybody must agree that okay, this transaction was made on the blockchain. So and we're talking about consensus mechanism. We have the proof of work, we have the proof of stake, we have the delegated proof of stake, proof of authority. There are so many consensus mechanisms, and all of them have their flaws and their upsides basically. So proof of work basically is used by Bitcoin. Proof of stake, we have things like Ethereum, Solana. For
Sorry,
proof of
please,
work, we have
tracking.
Scotty.
Yes, it's kind of difficult for us to hear you. This network.
Very massive network issue.
Hmm?
How about now?
Okay, we can hear you well now.
Let me so type of cryptocurrencies basically we have coins that are linked to the blockchain. Like you have the Bitcoin, the ETH that's related to the Ethereum blockchain, and we have like other tokens that are built on the blockchain. You have what would I call it? You have maybe USDT or other tokens that are built that are not native to that blockchain, that they can be found on various blockchains. So, we also have various types of tokens. We have utility tokens, that are peculiar to a particular platform for services. BNB is used basically mostly for balance fees, as it was great for. There's this utility token on debit. I've forgotten the name of it. So just layer to divide this platform. So you have things like that. You also have like security tokens, which are, probably I call them reward assets or tokenized assets, basically, traditional assets that are pegged to like various stocks. You have like those for Robo, Nvidia, Apple, and stuff like that. We have our stable coins, which are the normal USDT, USDT everyone is familiar with, which are useful if you just want to save and like avoid market volatility. And we have governance token, which are some tokens that are just used basically for like voting in decentralized autonomous systems like that in various houses. So we have memecoins also, hello.
Yes, I don't know if it's possible for you to probably then reconnect because people are complaining that they can't hear you and it's not really audible.
I think this is a network issue. It's not.
You say?
I think it's a network issue. No, because I am as close to my microphone as I can be.
Okay. I think the network is network.
So, let me do something. Let me connect to my phone
Okay.
and just leave my PC on. Then, so I'll just be sharing on there.
All right.
Um,
Okay. So guys, let's remember to take screenshots and then drop the screenshot on the WhatsApp group with our username. After the session, I'll be making some announcements, so please make sure you're attentive. The group is now open. You can send in your screenshots. For those of you seeing the chat log, please check.
hello.
Welcome back. We can hear you small.
So, I think I changed.
It's like network even became worse. It's cracking very well now.
You can hear me clearly now.
No, not very clearly.
I think she's network. I don't know how it just happened like this. But you can see my screen clearly, yes.
We can't see it yet, but we are seeing the sharing screen.
Can you guys hear me now? How about now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Um, yeah. 1 minute. Can you guys hear me now? How about now? Is it better
Yeah,
now?
yeah, it's better now. We can hear you.
Okay. So, yeah, I was talking about various types of cryptocurrency, and I've been careful and thinking about getting it now. So let me try as much as possible to like to round up and not take so much of our time. So I was talking about having to use um get tokens, stablecoins, governance tokens, and so let's talk about the use cases of cryptocurrency.
Can't hear you well, sir. The network is really bad. Hmm? Please, guys, let's just be patient. He's having a really, really, really
I think you
bad.
can hear me. Can you hear me now?
Can you speak? So we'll check if you're audible.
Can you hear me? Yeah?
A little bit. No, not very well. I think it's better we just move the session to Google Meet. But keep trying. Let's set up link.
Mhm. Well, can you guys hear me?
No, we cannot hear you. Guys, please be patient with us. Just give us 5 minutes at most. We get everything in place.
no, no, so, message,
a Meet link. Guys, please, we sent link for you guys to join the session on Google Meet. I just hope it will be better because it seems like network problem is from him. So if he's having a network issue on Telegram, let's just hope the problem will not be on Google Meet too. But please quickly join the Google Meet. Send it on WhatsApp now.